And we are live. How's everyone doing today? Nathan, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just got off of work. Long shift, but I'm happy to be here.
So am I. Glad to be here as well. Do we what well, okay. One, I'd love to see how folks who are watching are doing today. So if you would let us know, uh, drop a couple emojis in the comment. We'd love to see how you're doing today in the comments. Nathan, do we have someone with us today?
I believe we do have a special guest today.
Let's see. Who could that be?
I don't
Do,
know. Everybody's gonna have to guess, I think.
well, let's go ahead and bring her online. From saying her, I guess we can figure out who it is. Krista Pope is our guest for today. We are excited to have her with us. Krista, how
So
are you today?
excited. I'm great.
Krista, how? Awesome, awesome. We are super glad to have you with us. Okay, I'm going to start off. I always do this to our guests. Got to throw one off the cuff question. What has been the best part of your weekend? What was the best part of your weekend? We just got done with the weekend.
Sunshine.
Hmm.
Oh,
Outside all weekend with the sunshine.
I can relate. I'm starting to get a watch tan at least. How about y'all getting any of those tan lines coming through?
Oh, I got some burn lines this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're all feeling it. Krista, we are super glad to have you. Nathan, do you want to introduce the next portion?
Yes. So like we normally do, we're gonna do a quick little preview of what we are planning to do on our Zoom session later this week. So today, that's going to involve, of course, you guessed it, a game. But this game is going to be called What Am I Holding? So you guys in the comments have to ask yes or no questions to guess what we're holding in our hands.
That is correct. We are excited to do this. Given who wants to go first? Which of you has an item in your hands already? Because I know I just thought about that and went, I haven't picked an item yet. So I've
I've
got to
got,
work on that. Nathan, you've got one. Do you want to start us off?
yeah,
Go ahead and give it a slight description, Nathan.
um, it's small and there are many of these that come along with it. That's all I can say.
Small and many of these to come along with it. Let's see. I know I don't have any ideas. Krista, do you have any ideas of what that item could be? Small and many of these.
Corn.
No, but that's a good guess.
Corn? Let's see. I hear small in many of these and go like for some reason those little ball bearings that you have in different things. That's what comes to mind. One of our viewers over on YouTube said very descriptive. Um,
I believe that
is there
sounds like sarcasm.
is there any? I think Chris and I would both agree. Anything
Um,
else you can give us on that, Nathan?
it's colorful.
Small, colorful, and many come with it.
Hmm.
Okay, the next thing I
Gumballs.
came to mind was
What?
what was that?
Gumballs.
That was a good one though.
I I I want to see. Okay, we've gotten anything in life. Guess. Small. Granted, this is also on YouTube, and it's a touch delayed over on YouTube and Facebook. So we'll let them give it another help. Small, colorful, and comes in many pieces. I'm thinking of a sort of candy. We did. Is it? Could it be something that we've similar to what we've done before? Like we did this either or. Is it one of those two?
It's non-consumable. I mean,
Ah.
Non-consumable.
you could consume it, but it's not a food item.
So it
I
wouldn't be
wouldn't
good to
recommend
consume.
consuming this item.
Orbeez
No,
is one of our guesses over on YouTube.
it is not.
That was a solid guess.
That was a
Solid
solid
guess.
guess.
I would not have come up with myself. Krista, do you have any other ideas?
A pack of baseball cards.
Smaller than a baseball card.
Okay.
What shape are they in?
A lot of different shapes.
Okay. Lots of different shapes, small, colorful, and many of them.
They come
Nathan, I
in
think
a box.
In a what?
we got one.
Box.
Okay, it's like we've got another guess of marbles. Is it marbles?
It's not marbles.
Okay, I think small, many of them come in a box, and it's not consumable. Paper clips.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Colorful.
That's
Colorful.
my last guess. Hey, I've got lots of colorful paper clips
Yeah.
sitting on my desk. I don't have any other guesses, Krista. I think Legos is another one.
Do we know what this even is?
I know
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't.
You guys will be like, why didn't I think of that when I show you
Okay.
that?
One more guess from our viewers. Legos.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Okay, I think-
that was a good last viewer.
I think you're going to have to let us in on what it is, Nathan. What do you have in your hand today?
I have a puzzle piece.
That is brilliant. Especially with how much people are doing puzzles nowadays. That was not something that was going to come to mind at all. Okay, Nathan, thanks for that one. Krista, do you want to go next?
I do.
What do you have in your hand? Give us a short description to get us started.
Okay, it's soft. It shimmers. And it's clear.
It's soft, it shimmers, and it's clear.
And it's clear.
Okay. That is a hard one. I am not sure what that is. It's soft, it shimmers, and it clears. Like at first I had a good idea. Given I'm not sure where this came through in the stream, we just had a "is it me" comment. So I'm not sure if that was for Nathan's or Krista's. I'm guessing more for Nathan's than Krista's on that one. Nathan, do you have any ideas?
My first thought is just like a glass, like a cup, a glass cup.
It's not, but that was a good guess.
That is a very good guess. Like my first thought, is it?
Oh, is it soft though?
Glass is not. I'm not sure glass is soft. Is it super easy to mold into different shapes?
Oh. Yeah.
I think I know what it is. Any student who's met with Krista in her office would probably know what it is as well, right?
Yes.
I've never done that.
Okay.
So I knew Nathan.
So we've got a guess of hand sanitizer, and I'm going to say, I don't think it's hand sanitizer.
It's not.
Is it like putty?
What?
Is it putty?
We got thinking putty, Play-Doh and putty, right as you said it, Nathan. So our students got it, some thinking putty, which, ironically,
Right? Where's the
Krista is not the only one who has in her hand. She has thinking putty in her hands, and I was going to use it as mine, as I have a small jar in my hands. However, I am going to very quickly pick a slightly different item for my item as I go. So,
Hey,
um,
can I see who's online somehow?
we've got over on YouTube. If you jump on the comments, that's the only way for
Oh,
us is
I
to see the
can't
comments.
see them.
Um, YouTube is where we have most of our viewers right now, but we do have a couple over on Facebook, and we're glad you're joining us if you're joining us over on Facebook. So the item, I'm not going to
Uh-oh.
use that one because I always use that one. The item that I have in my hand is not soft, and I had the thinking putty in my hand, and that was soft. But the item I have in my hand is not soft. It is a white color, and it holds stuff. I'm going to start with that, and then I'll see where folks go from there. It is a white color. It is not soft. It's very hard, and it holds stuff.
Trash can.
I would be impressed if I had a trash can in my hands right now. I do not have a trash can. Krista, do you have any ideas?
Well, I'm a little distracted because I lost my page on the computer, so I feel like I'm not online anymore. So
Whoa, there's Krista again.
So Krista is joining us from behind, and you're all set. Okay, we always have some technical things to work out. So let me I think let me bring Krista back up so that she is live for the reveal of what my item is.
just one more time.
Okay,
What?
so
No.
what we have in my hand, I saw a guest over on YouTube. It's a mug. It is a mug
See,
that
I
I keep
picked
sitting at,
up,
sitting
but
at my desk.
since I said
It
it already,
says
it would be like, no, it's not a
Start
cup.
the conversation, silence the
it's
sticks.
the stigma. Look up
Oh,
indiana.org. So as I just put that on screen, I'm going to make a short plug. So what this mug for me was from a training that I went to on mental health. And as we're in this crazy time of having all of this going around us, and we're going to be transitioning and seeing the world in very different ways than we've ever seen it before. Look up indiana.org if you're ever unsure of how to handle some of those emotions or things that are going on in your head. That website has some phenomenal resources, and I would encourage you all to go to it as you feel yourself having that need. So that, very briefly, that game was just a very short preview of something we have coming Thursday. Isn't that right, Nathan?
Absolutely. I'm excited for everything that I'm going to have because I'm going to have some tricky stuff.
Thursday, and we look forward. Great thing about Thursday being on Zoom, you all will also get to have items and try and stump Nathan and myself, and I almost guarantee you all will be able to do it very, very well. So we look forward to having that on Thursday. Nathan, Krista, I've got a question for y'all.
yeah.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
What day is it?
It's Monday.
Like
Monday.
but like
Oh, may the
isn't
force be with you.
Krista got it. May the 4th be with you. Yes, today is Star Wars Day. So I've got to ask a question. Have you both seen all 11 Star Wars movies now?
I don't think
You
I've
got
seen all of Rogue One, but I've seen
1 through 9?
I've seen 1 through 9 in Solo.
Okay. So 8 of the 9. Okay, Krista, have you seen all 11 Star Wars movies?
I have not. I did watch them when I was little. So whatever the originals were, there was probably
4, 5, and 6?
I probably saw those back in the day. I have not watched a Star Wars in the past 30 years.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So today is this question is going to probably be really challenging for you then, Krista. Nathan, you and I are going to have it a little bit easier, but because today is May the 4th, love to hear from some of y'all watching on Facebook as well. But we'd love to hear your favorite Star Wars moment from any of the 11 movies, like 1 through 9, Solo, and Rogue One. Don't worry about spoilers, as they've been out long enough that I feel like we're safe on spoilers. But any favorite memory? I know, like, Krista, go ahead.
Yeah, because I bought a dog, a brown Shih Tzu dog that looked like Chewbacca. So I named him Chewie. So that is my only connection to Star Wars. So I'm going with Chewbacca.
That is awesome. We've got a comment. Just want to point this out. We've got a comment from one of our viewers over on Facebook that says, "Krista, Nathan, how have you all not watched all of the Star Wars movies?"
I watched like all of them except for half of one. Come on now.
I feel like you both need to go home and just binge all 11 tonight. Actually, it would be all from now till tomorrow at the same time, just to catch up, because they're phenomenal movies. So Chewie, that's a phenomenal recollection of Star Wars. Nathan, how about you?
Oh boy. I would just have to say any of the instances. Oh shoot, I forget what they're called. Any of the instances where those little screaming things are involved in the whatever the 8th movie or the 9th movie is called. 8th movie.
The things on that island.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Pugs? No, I know what they are. I have it on the tip of my tongue, but I know what you're talking about. But I can't name them. Okay, those things are adorable. I would say, again, viewers, we'd love to hear any of your favorite porgs.
It's a porg.
There we go. They
look like I don't know if you guys have seen Gremlins, but they look like the good Gremlin.
Gremlins was back in my day, man.
Okay, I know my favorite, like, this one's from a recent movie, but I think one of my favorite moments was the force handoff of the lightsaber behind the back when it would have been Ben Solo, and Rey were fighting together. They did this, and I think it was the 9th episode.
Yeah.
Krista's got a porg for us. There we go. Thanks for pulling that up, Krista. So that force handoff of the lightsaber where it just passes through space and time. One of our viewers said, favorite part is when Ren finds Leia's saber. Rey finds Leia's saber. And then also when she has the honor saber. And then the second one, other comment was worst part when Han dies, which I very much agree. Krista, you haven't seen that yet. You didn't know that happened.
No!
But that's the 7th movie.
Oh no.
That is the 7th movie. So,
it was
see, this is why
during my time.
We all have there's a whole nice long story now, from beginning to end of Darth Vader's entire family line. Essentially, is what it feels like nowadays. Would you not agree, Nathan?
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay. The last thing, as we're on the verge of, before we get into some more questions with Krista, and remember you can drop your questions in the comments for any of us. Last question we want to jump to is, as we're nearing the end of the stay-at-home order, what has been the funniest thing that has happened to you during the stay-at-home order?
Wow, I think Nathan's ready.
I was going to say, let's let Nathan go first on this one. I'm going to have to think for a minute.
Well, so I have been staying in Fort Wayne, with my girlfriend's parents, and so they have been like getting things out and ready for the spring and mowing the yard and all kinds of stuff. And they have this barn. Well, in the barn, there were some trash cans, and there was a possum in the trash cans. And my girlfriend's mom was like, "Hey, um, could you go take care of the possum in the trash cans? That's what Bill wants you to do," which is my girlfriend's dad. And so I walked up front and I was like, I looked at her dad and I was like, "So the veterinarian wants me to take care of the animal." And so I walked into the barn and there I saw it in the trash can. And so I quickly put a lid on top of it, took it out, put the trash can in a wheelbarrow, took it down to the edge of the woods, tipped it over, and I was trying to like lift up the trash can with this rake I had while standing in a wheelbarrow, and I tipped the wheelbarrow and I fell out. I was like, "Oh no, this person's gonna get me!" And I like stood up real quick and I like ran away. And so, yeah, I have
Oh,
to say,
Nathan,
funny.
thanks so much for sharing that, because that definitely gave me a solid laugh today.
Now,
Um,
at the end of all that, I heard that I didn't actually have to go do that. It was just a joke, but I went and did it anyway.
Oh,
that makes it even that much
Yeah.
better. I would say for me, my favorite moment during quarantine, I don't have too many, as my quarantine's been very socially isolated or physically isolated from folks, because uh, solo apartment and solo work. Um, but I would say a couple of them would have to be just times where I've run into folks without expecting it, and they either scared me or I scared them. Just because of I've run into so few people at different times that it's like, whoa, hold on a second. I didn't expect to see you there. Or they just randomly come up to my window because everybody knows where I work, and knock on the window while I'm so focused on my work that they're like, whoa, where did that come from? One of those
that's
moments.
very typical Jonathan.
Yes, you are very right. Uh, Krista, how about you? Funniest moment?
Well, mine was funny for my family, but I don't know if it'll be funny to tell. But we were making a video. Our family right now is into making like videos. So we were making a commercial, and I was the lead actress in the commercial. And I do much better on the spot than I do with a script. So I was just winging it. And I had to think of my name because I realized I couldn't use my real name. And my name was Zach. And I have no idea why I said a guy name when I was trying to think really quick of a fake name. And so I just started dying laughing, and so did my kid. So it's like not funny in the moment. It was one of those things where it was like, that was super weird. Why did I just do that?
Yeah, it's a very, like, as we think about it though, that also, like you said, um eh, to my comment, that's a very Jonathan thing. I would say that's a very Krista thing. Like that is perfect and it fits you perfectly. Uh, so thanks for sharing that, Krista. Um, we're going to jump over. I haven't seen any questions from any of our viewers, but would love to have some of your questions. Nathan, I'm going to let you ask. I want you to ask, if you would, the first and the third on our list. But we're going to jump over to asking our special guest a couple of questions. We always like to get started with some of the fun questions before we get into a little bit more of the slightly deeper ones. So Nathan and Chris, I'm going to.
All right, Krista. So besides this video making phase you guys are going through, what has been the best part of quarantine, stay at home?
Yeah. So the best part for me, and I think my whole family would say this, but definitely for me, is we have a girl and a boy. So a lot of times we can do like Jay and I will go watch a Hallmark or go do a girl thing. And the guys will like go to a sporting event or watch sports in the basement.
Mhm.
And So the best part of our whole quarantine is that literally for, I don't know, 7 weeks, I don't know what we're on now, but it's been us four for everything we do. Every
Yeah.
show we watch, every like activity we do, it's us four together. And so that has been super fun to watch my kids kind of reconnect and just to be
Yeah.
able to have all these memories of the four of us together.
Yeah, I think this has been a great time for connecting with people and everything. So, sounds nice.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan, next.
So, next question for you, Krista, is what have you missed the most during quarantine? Like, the stay-at-home order has forced us to stay inside a ton. For you, you've had a very, very wonderful experience getting to spend a ton of time with your family. But on the flip side of that, what have you missed?
You know, I was thinking about that and I really think what I've missed is all of the people out there, including Jonathan. Like just not being able to have that people interaction and seeing the students and my coworkers that kind of give me energy during the day. So that is probably what I've missed most is being able to be at the center and see all the kids and just get their hugs.
I definitely can relate to that one. Definitely have missed seeing both coworkers in person because we Zoom call a lot, but that is definitely not the same. And all of the students. Thanks for.
Alrighty, question 3, and this is a difficult one. Where is the first place that you are gonna go when you can go anywhere?
Okay, so officially the stay at home order ended today. And
Yeah.
the first place that I have gone in a building of is the center. This is the first time I haven't been to work since the Friday that school was canceled for the rest of the time. This is the first
Wow.
time I've been in my office. So the first thing I did when I went back to kind of real life was coming into the center and seeing some people. Um, Other than that, I would probably say it's going to be Gordman's because I've been trying to decorate my porch for
Mm,
spring
nice.
and I need some house decor for the porch. So that's probably who I was most excited about opening is shopping.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice here soon when everything is back open and especially restaurants. I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you. Next question, which is our last question, which will lead into our challenge for the week as we give a challenge each week. And then we'll bring Nathan back on and we'll close out. But Krista, what is, as you've spent, I think we're 7 weeks in, as you said earlier, to stay at home and now switching back to this different stages of being released. What is one piece of advice? Englishing is hard. One piece of advice that you have for anyone who's watching as we transition into this next phase.
Yeah. I think that one thing that has helped me a lot is really trying to be intentional with my time home. So I think it was really easy the first week to just feel like, wow, life is canceled. I can lay in my bed, I can just hang out and do nothing. And that felt really nice. But after that, I started thinking, I don't need to be busy or have a schedule, but I need to be intentional with my time. So I guess that is what I would want to remind you guys. We still have a lot of time before school starts, or some of you guys have jobs to go back to. And so, what are you going to do to be intentional with your time? Whether that's being intentional in spending time with your family, or intentional in getting your driver's permit, or intentional in trying to get healthier and work out, like whatever your passion is, being intentional with it instead of just letting this time float by and not doing anything with it.
Thank you, Krista. I don't know about Nathan But I know I can say that that has been something that's been really crucial, even in my own rhythm. As this weekend, I woke up at 5:30 on Saturday and Sunday, and everybody thinks that sounds awful, including both of my co-hosts here. But I woke up at 5:30 and was out on my bike at 7 a.m. both mornings, and it was absolutely pristine for me, just because it allowed my slow time, and allowed my time to be physically active and outdoors, and to be refreshed. And as I've taken the time to be intentional with my time and make sure I'm doing what I know I need to do, it's been very, very beneficial. Thanks for that challenge, Kristen. That then is our challenge for this week, is to find something to make sure you're intentional with your time. Figure out how to be intentional with your time. Nathan, do we have any closing announcements for our folks?
Join us on Thursday. Next time you see me, I will be on summer break. So,
Krista, quick question. Are our students already on summer break? Did school kind of get over?
No.
Not yet?
And next Thursday's the official last day, so we still have a week and a half.
Wow. Okay. So almost there.
Almost.
You all watching, you're almost there. So yes, join us on Thursday, 4:30. If you signed up for the line curbside for this week, don't forget to pick up your food tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. right outside door 3 across from the fire station. And then we just want to say a big thank you for Krista for joining us today. Super glad to have you with us. It was a joy to have you on. We will see you all later this week.
Love you guys.